Next hour of the show is sponsored by MLB The Show. It's, you know what? I got to be honest. Not baseball. I'm like middle of the road on it. This game, top of the road on it. It makes it extremely acquiescent, takes the best parts of baseball, puts them on a platter here for you. I'm super excited to play it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Super Soka, thanks for the 11 months. And Kunta King, thanks for the 3 months. I truly appreciate it. Do you guys want to see the packs? Well, I'll let you guys make the call here. All right. So while we do a little training here, best sports game besides NCAA 14. All right, hold on. I got to get us into a game here. Hold on. I will succeed. All right, I want to get us. Let's get us to the plate here. I got to be honest. I'm debating starting a series for YouTube on this. I'm 100%. It's a heavy debate. Very close. Simulate to next appearance. Yo, Val Nassar. Hey, I appreciate you. Wish you all the luck. Yo, Val, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so while we're loading in here, it was a rare Pepe purchase.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Today it's
2 autos per box. Pulling the Cersei auto.
And the Thunder.
All right.
It's the show, and it comes your way next.
Pack openings coming after MLB The Show here. No, that's season 3. It's season 3.
Jody Rios, the left-handed Canadian, gets the starting.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's autograph cards in there.
Hey, you don't see a lot of
there is an autographed Cersei card. I'm sure it's extremely rare.
Even 2 or 3.
All right. But we're going to have to sit down with the Council of Pack-Quiescence and see if they want us to open Prisms or open those. All right. All right, anyways, let's dial in with the little Cersei Yeet. We're trying to get bumped up to AAA here. I'm going to guess with Yokai. Yokai opening up a 5-pack of Submarinos. Thank you so much for the support.
Let's go.
We get some dang pack spam in chat. Jamie B, have a good one. Thanks for dialing in. Thanks for supporting the show. I appreciate it.
Let's go.
Just a heads up, if you've been gifted a sub, look in the upper right hand corner. You'll see a little alert box and it will tell you who gifted you the sub. Add that person. Now that you got the emotes, spam some dang heart for them. Thank you guys so much for the support. I do need to preface to say that the next hour of the show is sponsored by MLB The Show. This is on PS4. It takes the best parts of baseball, allows you to play it. Also, you can play like a traditional format if you want. Yo, Gravy Girl. 71 straight months.
Cool.
Is that a record? The overthrow Dirty Apples and Belladon. Gravy Girl, 71 lurking months. Thank you so much for the support. That base knocks for you. Still around, but lurking. I appreciate it. Thanks, Gravy Girl. Gravy Girl's better at OG days. You must have been lurking for a while, though. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. That hit was for you in the 71 months. So we're on. This is where we gotta. Yo, Sunbun. Thank you for thanking Mr. Sakana-san.
Hit hard to short. From his seat.
Ah.
Wow, a flip to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
All right, so maybe we could have got a little bit bigger of a jump. Yo, Scud Muffins down in the red shirt gold chain for the very first time. Welcome. 100% invented the character AC Slater and Saved by the Bell.
At the plate, Anthony.
Yeah, you know, I started streaming in December 2012. I didn't start the show in its current format for about 2 years, but I streamed at least once a week from 2012. But I really, you know, and you figure out what to do, and
This is hit high in the air.
you know, it's like anything else. Send it.
He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
If you ever watch my first stream, it's you guys know I don't use the cringe word around here, but you know, everyone's got to start somewhere.
Digging in to try it again, Joe Emery.
I still remember that though. It was fun. Gravy Girl's been around since then.
The 2-2.
Playing the cave, yeah.
High in the air out to center field.
Any chance? I'd watch it again. I think we've watched it before, but I would watch it again.
As the inning is over. So it's no
So
runs
it's
on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men
7
left
years?
stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4.
Tell you the best advice for your own. I'm trying to figure it out, yo soy. And that's the thing, like with the podcast, like I try not to like give advice on what works. I just basically just say what's worked and what I'm doing now, and whether yes it's working or no it's not. You hopped on the DJ train after Diglett Gate. They're early. I mean, it's just been an interesting run here. All right. Advanced runner with the first 3 pitches. Let's do that. Yo, Play Pexel, thanks for dialing in. By the way, if you guys joined for a little Dark Souls 3 action, I hope you guys enjoy the MLB The Show.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now this is slowly hit to
Little
short.
chip kid. Safe. Let's go. Yeah, the goal of the podcast is just whether you stream or not. That's not the focus. Just that you can walk away with some value, little smile in your face, maybe learn a little acquiescence. Diglett Gate was the first time I was ever on the NLSS.
Settling in now, Theo Copeland.
All right.
Nelson at third, Valentin.
How many outs? No outs.
On at first with nobody
L2
out.
shows us the camera. Is that right?
High in the air out towards shallow right. Sampson has a play.
Oh, no.
He's got it one away.
We're gonna get torched, aren't we?
On to
Oof.
first, and they get the double
What?
play.
We got to be smart. We're really bad about base running. You found about you from watching the NL Skyrim VODs a few years ago. He played Skyrim? Is there an exclamation follow age? Is that enacted in the chat?
Last time up. The 1-2.
It does.
Lifted the other way out to left center.
I always used to think it said follow age, but it's follow age.
Nice play there, 2 away.
It was a sub Sunday game. Did he play through the whole thing? That's such a long game. All right, by the way, what's the status here? 2 for 2 today.
The kid already 2 for 2. He'll look to
He got 85% through the game and stopped. I played Skyrim on the PS3. I played I spent 4 hours on the character creation. I played like 10 hours or so.
You got it. No one better. Let's go.
Oh, that was a good rip, kid.
It's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not.
I'm just
looking
not
good.
prone to
He's been
play a
swinging
really
at
long
us so
RPG.
bad
Like,
lately.
case in
I don't
point,
think he minds this one bit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number
and it's
one.
not an RPG, but Red Dead Redemption 2 just didn't fit the show. Like, this fits the show, in my opinion.
Now in the box,
Sir
Joe
Dude
Emery
Dudenstein.
comes into this at-bat.
I mean, Breath of the Wild's like really on that edge.
Doesn't look good so far.
I would love to play it. I just think it may be a little snooze on the show.
Get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind.
What's up, Dapsu?
where you have
Welcome to the
score a
show.
bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Have I seen the launch trailer for the new Mortal Kombat? I have not. Have I played The Witcher 3? I've tried. I probably played like 5 hours of Witcher 3. It's on YouTube, and it was like, I just at open world games, you guys can imagine, I get very easily distracted. Send it. Send it. Send it. Oh. Hey, watch your show for a while, you believe. Yo, I appreciate it, Jesus. Our lead's dwindling here a little bit. Yeah, like that's, I mean, like I didn't even figure out what I wanted to do on Twitch until about 2.5 years ago.
especially on the road, but they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
6-1, the final tally today.
Yo, Kay Lewisburg, I'm doing well. Having some fun with MLB The Show, dialing in. We had a great show today. Little Tarkov. Had some fun. Took some hard L's. But, what are we doing here?
Losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew.
Took some L's, but Dark Souls 3 moved the needle. And we went, what, 2 for 4 today? Wolfie, I didn't know that's how you found the channel. It's from Star Citizen. And that's like someone in the middle of Dark Souls 3 is like, hey, how come you're not playing Star Citizen? And I still believe in the project, and I'm excited to discuss the team's performance. Maverick, the only thing we're going to get at the end of the year is an early vacation. We need to be better. I believe in it. It just needs more gameplay, right? Like right now, Tarkov, the game itself is a lot of fun. So that's why we play it. And like Star Citizen, after like you fly around a little bit, you have to make your own fun, which, you know, for a while it's cool, but then it gets a little old. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I just think it's like still far a ways off. Your character looks like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Serious question: do you agree you were robbed of Big Brother the second time? Nah, I mean it was a different game, and I didn't do what I needed to win.
Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve.
Why does Cerso have a normal face? We didn't character customize yet. You found Dan when I was playing Minecraft the first time in Grand Theft Auto. I'm guessing those are the YouTube series.
Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt,
What about some platinum games? Vanquish, Bayonetta. I think I would enjoy Bayonetta from what everyone says, right? Do I do any cooking? I like grilling. You found Dan through Dark Souls. Well, Daniel Mark, elaborate on that.
But clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Yeah, I did. The first time I played Dark Souls on PC, I got stuck on what's that guy's name? Capra Demon, right? There's a bit more now, but it's the same thing. There's some mechanics and loops that need to be. That's what I mean. Like it's not there yet.
Standing in, Sir Dudenstein, the kid, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
All right, here we go. Little rip here, kid. Little rip. I think we have like a 7-game hitting streak. Any potential bread games? I think now is probably a good time to talk about it. So you got to think, how many shows of Dark Souls 3? I think definitely we finish it next week, but Monday or Wednesday. That's a base knock, kid.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nice knock, kid. Yo, Tolk, thank you for thanking Mr. Sakana-san for gifting you a sub. That means a lot. I appreciate it.
He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games.
But I'm ready to slide some bread in. Although, man, I just feel like we flew through Dark Souls.
So there's a lot of positives going on right now.
1 to 2 weeks. DLC's pretty long, really.
Weak roller right side.
Stay.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Striding in once again.
Yeah, I'm ready for some bread. Like, I just feel like to jump into another Souls game immediately after, we'll just slide some bread in there. What the bread is,
3-0 offering. And that misses ball 4.
I don't know yet.
First and second now with 2 out.
One of the bosses is going to be at least one whole stream.
Stepping up now, Kenji Irabu. 2 on, 2 out.
I don't know about that. It took us what?
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, scooped up, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired.
What position did I play in football growing up? I played corner and receiver, but I never played receiver. I just played corner. You got to prepare a new controller for the last boss. Yo, Green Earth Gaming, I appreciate that.
He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate.
What did Wolfie say?
Now he gets to get back into his zone.
A fight night champion career. I'll tell you what. There was a boxing game for PlayStation 2. Was it whatever Knockout Kings? It must have come out like 2000, 2001. It was pretty amazing. Nice rip, kid. I think we're getting the hang of this thing. No, it was Drake Bortles. It was Knockout Kings. I just don't know what year it was.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Theo Copeland.
Yeah, I've heard of the Long Dark.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitch.
It looks like a good game. May not be a great fit for the show. Get down, kid. Am I in dynamic difficulty? I'm on whatever the base difficulty is. How do we slide in this? Do I feel like the next game has to be a narrative like Mario or Dark Souls? Not necessarily. I just think what's most important is it's not like an 80-hour game.
Digging in and looking for more.
I've played Hollow Knight a little bit on Switch. I think it's cool, but something about it, like for me to watch it on Twitch, would be Resident Sleeps. I think it's like the aesthetic is like a little bit sleeps. But the game's a lot of fun.
Really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing though.
That's a base knock, kid.
But he'll hardly need to move out there.
How do you get to the pros in this? I think you just got to get good and play good. What did I game on growing up? I played a lot of PC games. Like I had a computer since I was born, pretty much. Like I think the first computer I remember messing with is an Atari ST. So I knew how to work like that, and I could work a DOS prompt and all that stuff. But I grew up with that in Nintendo.
We'll see how long they can keep this up.
You got to get further in the game. The aesthetic changes up. In what way? Like the presentation? Play some live Wyoming. There's some games coming up. I never played any of the Portals games. Katana Zero. I saw a trailer for that. What do I think of survival games? Someone just mentioned Long Dart and watching you in that kind of survival. You know, I like some of them. I enjoy survival games. Gotta play some Zork. I see you, Zork. I see you with the text-based adventure. I actually would be open to that. Like in just a random thing, because I never played it. I always saw the box. So as a kid, believe it or not, believe it or not, where I grew up, and I'm sure it was other places, used to be able to rent PC games, and they would have sometimes they have the box, sometimes they'd have a clear clamshell. And I always remember walking by Zork and the cover was like all black. I'm like, yeah, this game looks cool. He's like, nah, it's boring. So we never rented it. Stepping into the box. But you used to be able to rent PC games. This was like before Blockbuster.
The 1-2.
We've already beaten Celeste. But that would be like a good example of a bread game.
The kid patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Yeah, Ben CK, I'm kind of with you. I'm sure the Long Dark is cool, but maybe a little sleeps for the show.
Now batting, Sir Dudenstein.
What about Baba Is You? I think you guys would know better than me. Would my head explode during Baba Is You? How do I feel about the division for Team Unity Tuesday? I think that's a great suggestion. I brought it up. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
From the belt, the pitch hit on the ground.
Nah.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is
yeah, like from what I've seen about Baba Is You, it's like the Adventures of Lolo from Nintendo, except maybe a little bit more DAE.
So digging in now, James Quo.
Catcher,
Shadows of Colossus. We beat that. Which one? We beat Shadows of Colossus on the show.
High fly ball.
Or what's the other one? Yeah. I won't play Eco, but we beat Shadows of the Colossus on the show too.
The runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Would I ever play Resident Evil game? Yeah, there was a game as a kid that I played that scared the you-know-what out of me. It was called Alone in the Dark. And like looking back at it now, like the guys were all triangles.
Johnny Monahan.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Johnny Monahan.
But that was probably like Resident Evil before Resident Evil. It was super scary. I don't, and looking at it now, it's like, how could you be scared by that? But I was.
He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
When I played GTA, I already played through GTA. It's like I did an entire playthrough on YouTube.
Your attention, please.
Gris. It's like a little bit, I don't know.
Center fielder, Sir Dudenstein, the kid.
But I'm open to bread game. A great place to suggest and like more deep lore convo. Would be to go to _point Discord. There's a suggestions room. And I always look at every suggestion and look into that game when people suggest them in there. Did I ever play Half-Life? I beat Half-Life 1 as a kid. Oh, nice grab, kid. But I never beat Half-Life 2. I never played it. Your vote is always XCOM. That's Digimal. That's what I thought in my head, but I didn't know how to put it into words. Gris is art over action. Like that's what like I feel like at the heart, if there's some like falutin action, difficult action, whether platforming or something like Dark Souls, I think it's gonna be a good fit. Or there has to be a huge element of greed and need, something like Darkest Dungeon. I really would love to find a roguelike that I'd shoot 3 kid. Shoot 3 kid. Shoot 3 kid. Ah, whiffed it. So like XCOM is like greed and need. Like I could be down with that, but I know it's also pretty long. I've never played Teleglitch. Risk of Rain 2. To me, I've said this. Risk of Rain 2 to me, it's not accurate, but to me it looks like World of Warcraft. Like the aesthetic for me is, it's not there. I've played Everspace. It's cool.
Let's go right here.
I don't know what Teleglitch is. How would you explain it in first grade vernacular?
Come on.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Let's go. Dig it out, kid. Dig it out, kid. Dig it out. Stretch. Safe.
So no runs on a hit here. No air.
I'll tell you, didn't they just add graphics to Dwarf Fortress? Yeah, Soul Sting, without saying Resident Sleeper, like that's what it kind of looked like to me. Like Risk of Rain 1, I'm like, yo, this looks really cool. I just wasn't into like, I wonder why they changed it up like that.
5-0 the final score today. The Altoona Curve took the lead in the 4th and held.
Yo, we got smoked on that one.
David Guillen notches his 3rd.
Did I see the Game of Thrones video you put in the Disky? Was that the one with Elma?
Afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.
Yo, that's our first game without a hit in a while. Teleglitch is like a survival horror roguelike. How old is it? No, I didn't see a Vanilla Ice video, no. Have I seen Melv playing with my voice pack? I have not. Let's go a little rivalry action. Rivalry allows you to communicate with other people on the other team. Ooh, out of these names, I can tell you whose name I don't like. This guy's name's Bowstick. No, thank you. Look at our flow. Bowstick sends some banter ahead of the game. All right, tough guy. Bowstick tells you the dismissive response that doesn't hold much weight. He can easily dismiss your record. Yeah, Gungeon would probably be the one at the forefront. But I keep going. I love Spelunky too. But like I would literally be starting Gungeon at square one. Like no, like nothing about Gungeon. You wish CK2 was more little brother friendly. A fan made XCOM voice packs for several NSS members with moments from the PUBG series. That's cool. So like, to do a voice pack, is it like, how much deviation is there? Is there like 10 lines or like 20 lines? But see, that's the thing about like putting a piece of bread game in. There's got to be like a finite beginning and end. New Raft episodes with Ryan, Gary, and Mathis start on Sunday. 700 lines. How?
Sir Dudenstein, the kid, he'll get to take his first cuts here.
That's pretty cool.
The kid.
I've never even spoke 700 lines. Any new Tetrino videos?
Delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field.
Yes.
That's in there. Base hit.
But they'll be sporadic. But I always have the itch for Tetrino.
It's now 3-1.
Digimal, is that ad? Are you exaggerating, or is there actually how did someone pull 700 lines out? What's up, Brusco? Welcome to the channel. Yo, Captain, I can promise you this, and I don't want to be Minkus. Let me be careful here.
Takes this the other way to right.
Go!
This will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. On to first, a double
I thought it hit the ground.
On 3 hits, no errors.
I thought it was a base hit. So this is what I say about Tetris, and I don't want to be Minkus about it, but unless something happens to me where I'm no longer on this earth, I can promise you a Tetris 99 win. If it takes 5 years, it's going to take 5 years. But I will not stop playing that game. I will never throw the white flag on that game. Never. Not until once we beat it, then maybe we'll put it on the shelf. I'll definitely put it on the shelf. But it will be beaten. I could promise you that. Quote it, write it in your journal, put it on your refrigerator. It will be beaten. Yo, tell Miss Capitan, we'll get him going.
Coming to the plate now, Sir Dudenstein, the kid.
Oh, Edie Chich, appreciate the host. Planet Coaster for me is like a fun game to play, but maybe not so much stream. That's like Melf. That's like the game is like Melf style. That's what I meant to say. Like we all kind of have our styles, you know. I like action. I like greed. You know, people keep talking about Salt and Sanctuary.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Santander, and they'll need him to get.
It's like so. Like the thing with Borderland, that's really not that greedy, right? Because you don't lose your guns.
Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base.
All right, here we go. Let's dial in here.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first.
There are voice packs for Ryan, Austin, Mathis, Nick, and Rob. That's cool. What happens if the person dies in XCOM? Have I heard? I've played through Rogue Legacy. I think I beat it. The initial vanilla game, I beat it.
Sir Dudenstein, the kid, will try and get something started in the home half of the.
What's Pyre?
The kid.
Good swing, just got to try and.
Then they die in real life. You can't bring them back. Letting them die isn't an option. What kind of character did Melf make us as? It's 3v3 fantasy. Dial in here, dial in here. Hang in there. Nice cut, kid.
Hey, come on now. One time right here.
We're 1 for 2 today. We're a 3-3 ball game. Ace knock, kid. How do we dive? Oh, good effort, kid. Yo, Rico Lico down in the red shirt gold chain for 10 straight months. Just downloaded those voice packs. Time for Team Unity to take back Earth. I didn't know that it was that extensive. I thought someone put maybe like 10 lines into it. If I remember right, you're a grenadier and yell Kobe when you throw. That's cool. Yeah, I've always like, we beat XCOM 1 on YouTube. Actually, we beat it on Twitch, but it's, what's dive? And exported it to YouTube. I had a lot of fun with XCOM 1. XCOM 2, I remember being super hard. Adding in the 9th spot in AA. We're going to work our way up. We have a good average. I don't know why we're in the 9th spot.
Sir Dudenstein.
Permadeath.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
No. I don't hate these questions at all. I think it's the perfect time for this. And to be honest with you, Bruce Scott, I feel fortunate that you care enough to ask. Hang in here, but let me answer that question. We're not supposed to swing at an 0-1. The answer, if you hate these questions, do you still get recognized out on the streets? So the way that works is if I'm at a place with, like, the way I figure is if 1,000 or more people, there's a 50-50 chance. So if I go to like a Tigers baseball game or a Lions game or a Pistons game, there's probably a good chance that maybe one person will. But if I go to like the local grocery store, not so much, no. Yo, Scott, what's good, man? I appreciate all the love. It's been scientifically proven that sliding into first base is slower. Really?
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Erie Seawolves jumped
No,
in
so that's
seventh
pretty
inning.
much from. I've only had one time. I was actually in a local sushi restaurant where someone recognized me from the show. It's mostly from Big Brother.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight it's the third of this fourth.
All right, we got to get good here. Did someone say?
All
right, hang in here. I had to do it. I had to do it. You haven't seen the Sea Wolves logo in years. You grew up in Erie. See you out there in Altoona. I used to know someone from Altoona. Yo, Brusco, welcome. By the way, if you guys are enjoying yourself, new to the show, encourage you guys to hit the follow button. This hour has been sponsored by MLB The Show. Thank you so much. I really enjoy the game. Like I said, I'm debating doing a series on it because I feel like if there's some Go YO boosters in the watching right now, we got to change something up a little bit.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, we don't need to chase that.
Fastball by him here, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Is this like backyard baseball league? So basically, we're playing Road to the Show, and you only play the parts of the game that you're involved in. So if the ball's coming your way and you're at bats, that's it, which is to me is an amazing idea and very well executed. Yeah, if I do a series, so what I learned in this, I would want to be an infielder. I don't really like the outfield's like fine. I don't want to be a pitcher though. I like batting the best. Dan, have you ever been put up on the jumbo at a Pistons game? No, I haven't. I would probably like. I wouldn't. I'm like super reserved in real life. No packs, no series. There are packs in this game. I don't exactly know how they work though. Little rip kid. Hey, little rip kid. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the fourth, 2 on, 2 out. Get through the gap, kid. Oh, how do we get faster? What position do I want the Lions to target in round 1 of the draft next week? Good question. I'm a best available guy. Even if it doesn't fit your set, I think you just draft best available. It's kind of like mutt. I really I want to be able to be open to Madden this year. I feel like I haven't even given it a chance. Who sneaks onto the sidelines. When did I sneak on the sidelines?
Chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1
Oh, rip here, kid.
ball game. Now a ball hit pretty well to left.
Madden has been very bad for a few years, but I watched a couple videos. I'm like, this looks really good.
Whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put
Wasn't it in college at State?
So they breezed
No, I
through the
actually
second
coached
inning.
football at Michigan State. I didn't sneak on the sidelines. Do you know, how do you know what plays to run in Go YO ball? Just run your sets. Pretty much what it comes down to.
Sir Dudenstein, the kid, He'll look to bounce back after
We are swinging at every pitch. I'm with you.
He didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to
Send him.
find a way.
Is it gonna drop?
This pitcher work a little bit harder.
Oh.
Is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate.
Yo, Dath.
Score.
There's also a mod for Madden, a college football mod. I am watching it with bated breath. I cannot wait for it. I think being a coach helps me. Yeah, it definitely does. When calling plays and stuff.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Erie
Don't swing at any first pitch.
Nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Pablo Batista wins his 3rd of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts.
0 for 4?
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is
100% of all home runs came from a swing. I'm with you on that.
stepping up to the plate. Alex
No, basically, Martini, what they're doing is it's just going to be the teams implemented. There's not going to be any like modes or anything. Would I do a 2K career? I did one last year. And like, I don't know, like I like it, but the gameplay, it's like a lot of it is like gated, you know?
What's the word on them as they try to...
How am I liking Terraria for Unity? I like it. I'm still having fun with it. I wouldn't mind like taking a break 1 week to do some PUBG or something, but I think we got a minimum couple weeks out of it.
High in the air out to center field. The kid is right there.
But I do have a hankering to play an NBA game.
Nothing doing here this half.
That's what I mean. Like I want to play some basketball games, but like my career stuff was a little. I don't mind microtransactions, but I like them in the form of like aesthetics and loot boxes, not like gameplay. And that's where like 2K is like.
First offering on its way.
I give them credit though. They do a great job marketing, promoting, and it's fun. But I didn't want to do another series on it. That's a rip, kid.
On the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Castro aboard here.
My league, is that with you being like a GM? Through the gap. All right, we got us out of a little slump.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if
nice rip, kid.
As the innings go on.
Yeah, I mean, I like 2K. I just, I think I'm ready for a different mode because I've done my career already.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard.
Get down.
The infield, he's going to wave them.
Just second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily.
My league is everything you want to be a franchise mode to be. My league is when you're the GM of a team and it's franchise mode, not tied to any microtransactions. You're talking about in 2K? Like, that's what I was thinking. The first thing I would do, I'll take over the Pistons and I'd ship Drummond off. I don't care. Get him out of here. Give me a second round draft pick. And I'd see if I could build the Pistons back into a winning program. And I think he's talented. And he's a Piston, so I'm going to root for him, but I would ship him off. I'm big into signing guys late in their career who are just tough and don't cost a lot of monies. And that's the inverse of Andre Drummond. You drafted KD. Wait, can you reset in 2K? Can you reset the rosters and draft Drummond for Depot? If that happened in real life, I would spontaneously combust. Fact, Kyle Korver was once traded for a copy machine. I don't buy that. He's too good of a shooter.
Castro, a runner at first with 1 gun in the inning. On the ground is short.
That's a double play.
One there, relay to first in time, and just like that,
Fury, what's going on? Let's turn it into a little MLB Q&A style. I like it.
Christopher Bostic. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last.
There's a lot of custom rosters. So like, I think it would be cool to just, and I don't know if you could do it, if it's built in the game, where you just hit the reset button on the NBA and all 30 teams redraft. What's up with Blake? So I went to the Toronto, or the second to last game of the season, the Hornets game, and like he had a knee brace and a white sleeve on his knee, and I'm like, this does not look good. He's out this whole series. You can do a full league redraft. Is it built into the game?
The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Nelson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
I think Kate fixed NL's PS4. I'll have to check it out. All right, we got a victory here.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs.
There are historic draft classes for different years, but they're limited. You can also do a fantasy draft, so every team. Yo, that's right in my wheelhouse. How's the Tarkov runs going after the wipe? If you hit exclamation point overall, you could see our record. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We've had some phenomenal runs and a lot of hard L's too. That's pretty amazing. All right, let's go. Progressed. We need speed. How do I feel about Casey after a full year? So Dwayne Casey, the head coach for the Pistons, I cannot believe Toronto let him go. The dude wins coach of the year and you fire him. I'm happy to have him. I do miss the memes of Van Gundy, but I think he's a great coach. I'm glad we have him. Yo, Fury plays cello. Opening up a 5-pack of Sabarinos. Appreciate the support. Opening up a 5-pack of Sabarinos.
Let's go.
Writing down your name. Fury, I don't know if you saw this or not. We're not opening up basketball packs after.
Let's go.
It's season 3, so no spoilers. If you haven't seen season 3 of Game of Thrones, I don't even know if there's gonna be spoilers on the cards anyways. But thank you so much. If you were gifted a sub by Fury, please use your first new emote, dang heart, at Fury for supporting the show. Truly appreciate it. Hope the lessons went well. Can we talk about Luke Kennard stepping up? He needs to start next year. I'll tell you what, I was a little bit debate on Luke Kennard, but I think my expectations of a first and second year player, like, they need to be lights out. So I think I learned a lot in rooting for Luke Kennard, because sometimes it takes a while to develop your sets and run your sets. And I'm big fan of Luke.
Standing in, Sir Dudenstein, the kid, as he'll get his first opportunity.
How many Game of Thrones packs are in there? Hold on, let me hit this pitch here first.
First delivery to him on the way.
Send it. Oh.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
There's 2 autographs in the box. I gotta hold on.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Yeah, I was hoping that the Pistons would pick up Markelle Fultz, because I think that's like,
Drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
you don't just lose that talent. There's a base knock here. Like, he's gonna be all right.
Into center field for a one-out
I
single.
think the best thing for him was to get out of Philly. No offense if you're from Philly.
That's a back foot slider. Usually
Doesn't say how many packs. Yo, there's only 1,200 of these boxes made. How many packs? It doesn't say. It just says season 3 trading cards. I don't know.
Dean Fagan. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
All right. 1 on, 1 out.
Pitch out.
Nice eye, kid. Nice eye, kid. They wouldn't. Dan, a while back, I tweeted you a picture of an auto you pulled from the prison box. It was Jason Kidd. I didn't see that. I would have poggered that one. Yeah, I mean, I think Reggie's okay. I think we overpaid for him.
Ball and 2 strikes now.
But, you know, we're kind of married to him and Drummond at this point. Which is, I don't think you ever want to be in that position as a GM.
And
Amazon says the box contained 24 packs. Let's go. Philly loved him until it became too much of a liability. Yeah, I get why they traded him. And I don't think it's on Philly. I just think when you get into that kind of a slump, I think you need a change of scenery. I don't know when Drummond's contract is over. I think he's got at least 2 more years. Drummond is big, a big body, but you can't teach being huge. My thing with Drummond, and I've been very careful this season because I root for him. I want him to turn the corner. I just grew up watching Pistons that left it all in the court. 100% effort, 800% of the time. And I'm not saying he doesn't do that, but he doesn't make it easy on himself with some of the stuff that he does. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I will always root for any Piston, even if it's Thon Maker Depot's arch nemesis. Philly's putting a lot of pressure on the kid. It's hard for anyone to be in the position. Yeah, I don't think it's easy. #1 pick. Yo, what's up, Ghost? The front office was tired of dealing with his family and agent. I get it. I mean, I think everyone won in that situation. I think Markelle won, and I think Philly won.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Why's that guy being so nonchalant? Kennard's been really good. I mean, he's slow. I was slow to get started, but I'd say the last half of the season, big time. I gotta go back through some of those packs or the cards and pull out some Kennard rookies.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Pistons are gonna draft Thon's brother. When is that draft? That after the season?
Hit in the air out to center field.
Little rip kid. There are rumors of a motorcycle accident. Never heard of that. The Celtics aren't a good team for chemistry, but on paper they're amazing. Thon got mad posterized by Giannis all last game. One of them was really bad. But I'll tell you what, man. There's a little bit of like rivalry in that, you know. Thon used to practice against him every day. I like that Thon I like when players don't get embarrassed, right? So like, yeah, Giannis just posterized you, but you get up the next play and then you reject him on the next play. Let's go. Draft is June 20. Yeah, I don't think anyone can stop Thon. I know Giannis had a brother. I didn't know his name was Thanasis. I wonder if they're gonna call him like Thanos. That'd be a great nickname for him. Do you think? I don't think Zion's going to the Bulls. I hope he goes to Cleveland. Actually, I don't, because then the Pistons got to play.
Nieve moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in.
Am I gonna watch Endgame? I may go just for the memes, but I have like get down. I have no like overt desire to go see Endgame.
Sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
In case you guys don't know, I'm not a big Marvel guy. I'm big on story, not so much action, which is why I don't necessarily like Marvel. But damn, there's a great Marvel story. I get it. I get there's a story behind Marvel. It's just not for me. I tried. I think Iron Man's okay, and I know that's like one of the best ones. Did I ever watch City of God? I have instant 10 out of 10. One of the rare 10 out of 10 classics on dangiesling.com/movies. Great movie. So I like to poke fun on Team Unity Tuesday because there's a lot of Marvel fanboys. Yeah, City of God's an amazing movie.
Leading off the inning, Sean.
In the Spider-Verse, was that the animated one?
Here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one.
Cut him.
Time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base in the
I played Banner Saga 1 a little bit. It's okay. I did see Shutter Island. I don't know if I gave that like a 6 or 7.
Striding in, Sir Dudenstein, the kid.
Number 9, Sir Dudenstein.
Hang in here, little rip kid, little rip here, kid. What do you say? We didn't need to swing at that one.
Pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell.
We're 2 for 3 though today. I like them apples.
Spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Behind 0-2 now.
We'll take a little challenge here. I have seen The Prestige. I think that's probably like a 7 or 8. Put it right low and outside.
Now a ball hit high.
That's a base knock.
Down the left field line. This ball has
Let's go. How did we lose that challenge? We hit a dinger. Hoggers.
So a 2-run homer down the line.
How do we lose that?
For him on the year as they extend the lead to 5.
Send him. Look at that. Steps into it. Lets it fly, kid. Little rip outside the mini green monster. MLBshop.com for the fanatic experience. I'd like to get him up the line up here a little bit. Had to use contact swing. I've never really played FIFA. You do the minor leagues until you get drafted. How do you know this game modes work? That's how it is. Brian cried watching Black Panther. Is that real?
Rich Lorenz, the Panamanian right-hander, will get the nod here.
Is that real?
Zach, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than
Must have been an emotional experience for him. Yo, Canolinator, you don't watch baseball. This game looks fun. It is fun. The best way I can describe it, the best parts of baseball, you get to play it, right? So we only play in the field. We're guaranteed the ball is coming our way. And we only slide in when we're hitting.
The 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Copeland.
Nice rip, kid. What happened to Discord? What happened to Discord? Yeah, like, dude, I've cried in movies, but
Settling in now.
they're not superhero movies. That's not true. That's not true. You know what? I gotta call myself out on that one. The Last Dark Knight. I wasn't like bawling, but you know, you get a little tear. Little rip kid. Is there anything wrong with Discord? I don't want to spoil it if you've never seen the Dark Knight series. Favorite movie? That's a tough one.
Ready with another 0-2.
Nice rip, kid. I was like, to me, that's a superhero movie I watched because there's some deep story. It's dark. The Dark Knight series. It's not always fluffy in the end, you know? And I feel like that's the path we're going down for Marvel. Thanos, just everyone reappears and everything's hunky-dory.
Hey now, here we go.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Hot shot down the line.
All right, little rip here, kid. No spoilers. I'm just pontificating. I don't know what happens in Endgame. My dad loves The Big Lebowski. I've never seen it.
Valentin on third. Castro.
Bait New York. That's what we're hitting 400 and we're 9th in the. How are we hitting? I mean, this is like Hall of Fame numbers here. I've never seen The Big Lebowski. No.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Here's the 0-2. Grounded to third. Adams scoops it up.
All right.
Throw in time and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Seawolves are out on top.
All right, good. I just got a good text. Awesome. Yo, all right, here we go. The Big Lebowski's so silly. I never check my phone, but it's like at the point now where normally the show wraps up. I'm like, nah, we got Game of Thrones packs to open up. So I just wanted to make sure everything was hunky dory. It's all hunky dory. You know, I don't know. Like Big Lebowski, how would you describe the humor in Big Lebowski? Yeah, no, no bad calls today. Little Rip Kid, right through the gap. Silly and weird. That's the, like, if a movie gets me to laugh, like I'm laughing in tears. Like, have you guys ever seen the movie In Bruges? There's some really funny moments in that.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A line shot to third base.
Go.
The runner is back in time.
It's just something you have to see. In Bruges, there's like some really funny moments. Like I was like hysterical. Yo, Moy Loif, Don in the red shirt, gold chain for 2 straight months. We go for 2, boys. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the acquiescence. Squeeze some dang heart, spam and chat. Get back, kid.
Throw over to first, and the runner back safely.
Did I watch Breaking Bad? I did. I haven't seen In Bruges in a long time. I've seen it one time. It got a pretty high rating though, I think.
Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up, and that will conclude matters.
The Big Lebowski is a movie you sit there and try to remember what this movie's about, but you're laughing so much it doesn't even matter. Speaking of, we're up 3-0, going on a little streak here. I did see Dexter. Dexter's one of my favorite series of all time.
From the belt, the pitch.
That's a base knock. Dig it out, stretch, safe. Oh, why are that umpires putting sauce on us? He could have just done one of these. Why has he got to punch us out? Not about you, ump. You know what? I'll put Big Lebowski on my watch list. In Bruges' classic British humor. That's the thing. Like I don't like British humor. I don't say I don't like it. I don't laugh at it. All right, we got one more game in us here.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role.
Are we going up? We're gonna be getting a look at you at second baseman. Yo, they must have heard us. They heard us saying. Second baseman, I'm in the way. I always put you say jump, I say how high. I always put the team first. If this helps us win games, I'll do it.
Always looking to fill needs.
It could benefit the club down the line.
Every way a prospect might be capable of.
I understand. Let's play some second base here. Could take a few games to settle in. Yo, sure thing, Skip. We want to play second base. That's my favorite spot in baseball. Throwing to first? Why do you have what is that emote? I never use that emote. I always think that's Mathis. Mad King Matt, what's going on?
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air.
All right, here we go, kid. Yo, 17 and 15. We're making a run. British humor doesn't use humor in the same sense. It's about situationals.
What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real
Doesn't that look like Mathis to you? Well, I figure if we don't have to throw it as far, it'll be better for us. All right, here we go. Galindo, isn't that a Dark Souls boss?
The second baseman, Ray.
Towards second.
All right. Before the ball is fielded, you should preload the throw for the highest chance of macing. To hold the throw to first base, hold circle, then release to throw the power.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Send him. Let's go. That's Cerso's true position, the two base. Tell me that doesn't look like Mathis.
This lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third.
I always think that's Mathis. That's more Mathis than Mathis is. All right, Cerso Yeet, a little rip here, kid. Batting .393 in his rookie season for the Erie Lake Wolves.
The kid.
Popped him up. Galindo
He jammed
over
us.
to his left, and the inning is over.
Altoona, that's right outside of State College. I'll tell you what. This is nothing but respect. When we played at Penn State, you get off that plane landing in State College and you're like, what's that smell? And if you're from the area, you must be used to it. And if you're not from the area, you must not be used to it.
Standing in, Sir
But it's got a
Dudenstein,
distinct
the
smell.
kid, he flew out in his last at bat.
Sir
First
Dudenstein.
offering on its way.
The kid.
Oh.
Shot to third, and there are two away.
Oh, we can skip this game. Tawn McGrath.
Taking in the switch hitter.
Does anyone know a tawn?
1 for 2 with a double on the ledger.
Never swing at the first pitch. All right. Remind me next time we go up to bat. All right. Preloading a throw before the ball is fielded. Throw to second base. What do we have to do to catch it?
Hard hit ball to second.
The little flick. Let's go.
To get him out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning.
Nice rip, kid. Take a strike. All right. Here.
In once again, Sir Dudenstein, the kid. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for
I'm
2
not swinging at the first pitch. No matter what.
first pitch.
That was right where we wanted it.
Down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
All right. Here we go. We're swinging at everything else from here on out.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
All right. Little rip here, kid. Little rip here, kid.
Hey, let her rip one time.
That's right. Hang in there, hanging. Let's go. Can we get some easy clap in chat for chat's front seating? Go to. Yo, chat. Dang front, dang seat, spam the chat. Thank you. We're getting in the front seat, giving us your best instructions, tips, hints, and tricks. Yo, he's been sitting guys down all game long. All right, let's dial him. Let's get some good base running here. Let's focus. 1 out, 2 on. We don't have to run. We do not have to run. Just make sure we get it here, kid. Good eye, kid. Good eye. We are not stealing.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D. Where with the runner in scoring position, a sac fly.
Hang in here.
This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground.
Hang in here.
What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right.
D-Ro.
Looking for anything above
Got to play like
the
Joe
belt.
Marr. He didn't swing at the first pitch for 15 years. Is that true?
Check your ego at the door. Something has to be
Good eye,
outplayed.
kid. Good eye, kid.
The outfield, give your team a chance to score.
Is that a true?
Castro, the runner at third. The kid is over.
Hang in here. Hang in here.
Down in the inning. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
Can't get the backwards K.
So striding forward now.
We get some Mathis spam in chat for that one. All right, now we're running on everything. 2 outs. We got to run on everything. Go.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch inside the throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left.
So in baseball, you're not supposed to have 2 runners on the same base.
Get up and stretch. All tied at 1-1.
Oh, I thought he was swinging. That was a big out. It's a tie ball game right now. All right, we're going to flip this thing to second here.
On the ground to short. Could this be
Turn it.
2? There's 1.
Threw it to the wrong guy. That's all right. They got ball players too. Do I think the Warriors are going to win? I think it's theirs to lose. All right, here we go. Little rip here, kid. Little rip here. Not swinging on the first pitch. That means take the pitch, kid. Take the pitch.
Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike.
All right, here we go, kid. Little rip here, kid.
Runs on first, 1 away.
Hey, no one better right here.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1.
How come we're so slow?
First, a double play.
He almost always took the first pitch. If you're a pitcher, why didn't you just throw him a salami ball right up the pipe? If you knew he wasn't going to swing at it.
Ready now.
All right. Yo, 1 out. Runners on second and third. We're going to go.
Run from third.
We're going to check home with it.
Toward right center. Dive, but it's off his glove and
Oh, what is this guy doing?
1 run in.
Shoot him.
And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome. So pencil him in as the